What you're seeing here are 1, 2, 3, 4 different inequalities that we're going to graph. If they're not solved for y, I already solved them for you. So for example, this first one, 2x minus 5y is less than 7. I subtracted the 2x to the right side, and then I divided by a negative 5. Note the inequality sign change. On this one, I subtracted 4y to the left, I subtracted 3x to the right, divided by negative 4. Again, note the inequality sign change there. This one I just divided by 3, and the last one it's already set up nice. So, looking at these guys, what we're seeing here are 4 different situations. This one is greater than. This one is greater than or equal to. This one is less than, and this one is less than or equal to. What I really wanted to point out in this video is how to graph these things. That's what I wanted to point out. So let's take a look at this first one. I'll graph it in blue. So I've got a y-intercept at negative 7/5. That's a negative 1 and 2/5, which is right about there on the y-axis. So from there, I'm going to go, using the slope, I'm going to go up 2 to the right 5. Now when I go up 2, I'm not saying go up to the next hash mark, okay? I'm going up 1 unit, or 2 units. So I'm going up 1 unit to here, and then another unit to right there. So I go up 1, 2, and then to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right about there, okay? Now, it's greater than. Notice it's not greater than or equal to. That means I'm going to use a dashed line. And the reason I'm using a dashed line, if it was greater than or equal to, that means answers could be on this line. Because it's not greater than or equal to, this dashed line is now only going to serve as a boundary, nothing else, just a boundary of what's going to get shaded and what's not going to get shaded. Now, if you look at textbooks and all that stuff, they'll say, okay, now what you want to do is pick the point 0, 0 and test it out. It's going to be ambassador of all the points on this side of the inequality line. And if it's going to work, then shade the side that works. If it doesn't work, then shade the opposite side. It's a 50-50 chance. So they say, is 0 going to be greater than 2/5 times 0 minus 7/5? Well, 2/5 times 0 is 0, so 0 is greater than negative 7/5. So that's a true statement. So shade the side that works. Now, I've had students from other countries, and it's funny. They say, well, when I learned this way back in the day, they told us to shade the side that doesn't work. All right, so I'm going to address that. I'm going to say, this is the answer. Okay? The side is the answer. The side you shade, in this case, it's going to be the side that works. Now, this stuff, okay, I hated doing this plugging in 0, 0 to see if it works. That drives me nuts because there's a faster way that a student from years ago told me. And it's basically this. Solve for y. And look at your inequality. See how it's opening up and it's trying to eat the y, right? If it eats the y, shade the sky. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty clever. So if it's eating the y, and shade the sky. Shade above where the sky is. Okay, you're going to shade above on this thing, and that's going to work really, really fast. I already spent 4 minutes on this part, just this guy alone. I'm going to graph the rest of these a lot faster using that information. For example, y is greater than or equal to 3/4 x plus 1/4. My y-intercept is over here at 0, 1/4. I'll go up 3, 1, 2, 3, to the right 4. Right there. It's greater than or equal to, so I'm going to go ahead and put a solid line here. Now, see how it's eating my y there? I'm going to shade the sky. Done. Next, y-intercept at 2. I'm going to go up 1 to the right 3. This one's going to be a dashed line because it's not equal. Now, is it eating the y? Nope, it's not eating the y, so I'm not shading the sky. I'm going to shade below. Done. Next. This one's already set up nice for us. My y-intercept's at 1. I'm going to go up 1 to the right 2. This one is a solid line because it's less than or equal to. It's not eating the y. It's less than, or y is less than the rest. So I'm not eating the y, so I'm not shading the sky. So I'm shading below. So those are the 4 types of situations you're going to run into when you're graphing inequalities. Hope that works.